First things first, what is your name?
Luke Wildenstein.
And what is it that you are striving to be?
A paper salesman.
Being a paper salesman is not a hobby, son. If you want to be the absolute best at what you do, you're going to have to be willing to work for it. You have to take personal responsibility to make it happen. Only you can be the one to make yourself successful. If you want to sell paper, you have to look the part. This means that you have to toss all of your crappy clothes aside and only wear the finest materials. You have to look professional from your head to your toes. No t-shirts, no khakis, and absolutely no clip-on ties. That mop you got on your head, you best put that in a man bun if you want to come across as a businessman. No decent American wants to buy paper from a Tarzan-looking guy. When you dress for success, you have to be able to look at the person you see in the mirror and think, wow, he's gonna make it someday. Before you even think about going out into the real world, you have to be physically fit in order to handle this intense lifestyle that this job calls for. You have to be willing to train every single day without break until you make it to the top. Don't just sell your paper, use it to help you with your training. It doesn't just stop at paper. You have to use all of your office supplies during your training if you want to develop into a true salesman. Squeeze your staplers until your hands turn red. Sharpen your pencil until you reach the eraser. Sign your name until you perfect it. Rip your paper into two pieces as if your life depended on it. During your training, you can only think of two words: sell and paper. Burn these words into your brain, for they are the only things you have to worry about from now on. Greatness is not about talent, it is about effort. You get out what you put in. If you can get past the training, only then are you ready to sell paper. Making sales might be the hardest thing you ever have to do. You have to learn how to give up sleep for it, how to work day and night for it, how to go out and fight for it. You might not land your first sale. You might not land your second. You might not sell a single piece of paper your entire life. It depends how bad you want it and how bad you're willing to sacrifice for it. After months of training, after failing every day, after losing all hope, after being tempted to throw in the towel, the phone finally rings. And on the other end is a man who wants to buy your product. After a smooth exchange, a deal is closed and you have made your first official sale. This doesn't happen to just anyone. It happens only to those who want it bad. So bad, in fact, that they want it more than they want to breathe. Greatness is not about talent, it is about effort. You get out what you put in. As Steve Jobs once said, your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. That's what you're gonna have to do if you want to be a paper salesman.
So, kid, do you want to be a paper salesman? Not really, no.
Yeah. Hand hit records on my demo. Did y'all boys not get the memo? I do not stay at the Intercontinental, and anything I got is not a rental. I own that.